Today we are at New Holland here in Grand Rapids. The holidays are upon us, and if you're thinking, man, what kind of a cocktail can I make for the holidays? Well, that's why we're here. I'm here with Matt. He is going to walk us through. What are we doing today?
We are making an apple spice is right. It's fall time, you want a spirit that's gonna kind of warm you up a lot. And I think a lot of times people think hot toddy at this time of year. That's the go-to, but we're gonna give you a fun, different spin today, and I love to call what we call an apple spice is right. I love to call it, it's like a fall old-fashioned.
I love it.
So a old-fashioned, very simple cocktail, bourbon, sweetener, some bitters, but this takes a fun spin on it and gives you all those fall feelings, those warm flavors, and it keeps you nice and warm.
And I would say that base understanding of what an old-fashioned is, you can go in any direction. There are thousands of variations of old-fashions.
There really are. As long as you've got your bourbon, a sweetener, bitters, I mean, that's all it takes to make a old-fashioned, and you can take any spin on that. So today, we are going to take our beer barrel bourbon. This is the classic New Holland bourbon that we have had for years and years and years. And a lot of times when people think New Holland bourbon, this is the one we go with. So we're gonna put a little bit in our mixer over here. I'm officially putting in 2 ounces. So we are doing, and then the sweetener today is an apple brown sugar simple syrup. So you're getting that hearty
half and half, same sort of recipe for the simple syrup?
We're actually going half and half. So what you'll do is you'll do 1 cup brown sugar, 1 cup of water, and then throw in some sliced apples.
Got it.
So as you're letting the sugar dissolve, that'll happen very quickly, and then let it simmer a little longer with real apples in there to give it that apple flavor.
So this is a liquid version of an apple pie, essentially.
It is, yes. And we're adding about 3/4 of an ounce to that. And then this is where it gets fun. We love to call bitters the salt and pepper of cocktails. So today we're doing black walnut bitters, because that's really going to bring out the apple brown sugar and then the roasted flavor and the beer barrel bourbon flavor from the bourbon. And you only need just a few dashes in there. And the secret to any old-fashioned / any bourbon cocktail, especially if it doesn't have citrus, is to stir it. This is not a shaking cocktail. Anyone who's been around the block will swipe your hand away if you try to stir the cocktail. Yes. So you'll kind of destroy the bourbon and the molecular complex of this. So we're just stirring this here a little bit, get it nice and chilled. And from here, we're gonna just strain it into a rocks glass. And with any old-fashioned, I always recommend throwing a nice big chunk of ice in there instead of a bunch of smaller cubes. So you have a nice giant ice cube here for you to sip on. And no cocktail is complete without some sort of garnish. Since it's fall and this is apple, we'll be doing a little bit of an apple slice on here.
That looks delicious. Should we try them?
We should definitely try them.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. That is awesome.
It is
awesome. Thank you so much for
delicious.
this.
You're welcome.